Alright, welcome back. This is part 5, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. This is gonna be the last one. Planning on getting this town up to like capital, hopefully. So, probably need to pause a few times just to let some time go by, because you can only upgrade one step at a time a year when the caravan comes and checks out your town. So we're at a mayor, and I think there's like 3 nobles ahead of that, like Count, Baron, and Duke, or Duke and Baron, something like that, and then King after that. So it's gonna be a few years at least. This one's already been going for like 5 years, so I guess we've been taking it slow, just hitting mayor. It's based off your wealth and slightly population. Like you need like more than 20 people or something, but it's wealth generation, and I guess we just haven't been making a ton of wealth. But I also found out that this dolomite that is like dominating this floor here, it's mostly this white rock, is flux stone. That's why it says it's used in pig iron and steel. I thought it was an ore, but it's a sedimentary rock. So I made all that iron equipment, and I could have been making steel. It's okay. I'm not an expert at this game. I played it a few times, and I've gotten pretty far. But yeah, I looked up Fluxstone this morning and found out that dolomite is one of them. It's also a magma safe rock. So if I wanted to bring magma up here to run like a smelter without needing fuel, then this dolomite would make a good channel. But magma's pretty deep. I have to go through like, I don't know, the first cavern, maybe the second and third. The magma sea's down there somewhere. I've never actually seen it. I've never actually made it to the first cavern. I've always played this game fairly satisfied, living within the first like 6 layers of rock, just trading and trying to keep the dwarves happy, fighting off sieges and whatnot. Been wiped out a few times by big monsters like ettins and dragons and bronze colossuses. So I've had my share of fun that way. So yeah, I think I need 300,000 to get a king. So we're just sprinting through created wealth. So I don't see any constraints other than time. It's gonna take a few years to advance. I also think I need to start giving like free stuff to the dwarven caravans. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. I'll just pause it here and try to get some time done. Oh yeah, I just remembered. The leather reminded me. The reason I believe that the archers are being ridiculous is that you need to have a stockpile of ammunition somewhere close by, and you need to make your archers quivers so that they can carry extra, and you have to make sure that they have um, training bolts in their quiver equipped. Otherwise, if they just have the bolts you put for combat, they won't be able to train because they'll only be carrying combat bolts. And like before, I was witnessing, the marksman dwarves like running into close combat, like not even firing, and I think that's because I haven't made any quivers. So I think I'll be able to use up this leather here and make some quivers, and that should solve the problem. We'll see. Here I wanted to show that they're finally, starting to use the archery. I had to put a whole bunch of crossbow bolts all over the place, and they only seem to do it after they switch. Like I have them set for 2 months active, 1 month off. So it appears that when they come back on duty, they go and they get all of their equipment, and then they fire their bolts, and then they go off and mess around. Like they go eat, drink, and just like stand around in their rooms. For some reason, it doesn't look like they get more bolts to shoot. I might try upping how much I give them. Like right now, I give them 250, which is like 25 each. See, I think I got a few doctors there. I mean, I see 2 of them with those kind of robes. Up to 190. I've been slowly running out of drink too. I might have to build a second still. I mean, it's been running non-stop, and I'm either gonna have to buy, because it's not like tumbling down. Last month it was 109, now it's 107. So I figure if I like buy some, it'll just add to the padding. Because like building a second still would just be like trying to, I mean, it'd be like 98% of that production would be just going into the stockpile. It's been about 6 months since I paused it, and I built 2 barracks there, and their storage is in the back, and then I have a storage up there for the training room, but they're basically all the same stockpile settings, so those 3 stockpiles are pretty much identical, excepting armor and ammunition. We had a guy fail in the glass furnace again. Went insane and died of thirst. And the smoothing is going pretty well. I mean, for 6 months, I think about half of it's done. So by the time the traders get here, I expect it should be close to done. I put beds in this one row here next to the smooth area, building beds to put in the next one. These beds were originally meant for over there, but I decided to just throw them in the barracks. I plan on getting that second squad ready. I don't see the guy at the metal furnace smelter. Yeah, so I assume he finished making all the coal. I exhausted all my coal making pig iron, so now I'm gonna turn all that into steel. now that I get a whole bunch of more coal. And then I'll make armor out of the steel. I have a bunch of iron armor in here, so the iron breastplates, I'm gonna have on the second group, and the iron shirts I'll give to the archers. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the gauntlets. And I mean, yeah, I think I'll just outfit the archers with the iron stuff, and then make the new steel armor for the second group, which will be close combat guys like swordsmen, macemen, that sort of stuff. I dug out this little hallway there below the barracks for the danger room, which will train up their combat skills by having traps on the floors, and I'll set them in there and then activate the traps. They'll be as close to non-lethal traps as I can make them, and then they should gain a bunch of skill pretty quickly. So I'm gonna pause it again, get some stuff done. Oh, I just wanted to show this here. It was these bins I bought cloth for. Well, actually, I just bought a bunch of bins of cloth from the elves. I don't remember. It was back in one of the other videos. I bought a bunch of bins because the elves had like nothing of value really to trade to me. So I bought wood and cloth, and now it's all gone. Just got some sheep wool that I make myself from the animals. You can't actually shear goats. I tried, but some of the immigrants brought like weird llama-like things, and those you can shear, so that's where that came from. But all of this other stuff is leather that I think Ian and his hunters have got. Just badgers and eagles. Just all that leather, ridiculous. So if you're planning on making a fortress, hunters are fairly valuable. I mean, that much leather, you could replace cloth. Go ahead. Where is it? You can go ahead and use your leatherworks. Make armor, clothing, and quivers, backpacks, water skins. These three right here are indispensable for your military. Like when you set your supplies for every group, if you tell them to carry water and carry food, they need a backpack to carry the food, and they need the water skin to carry the drinks. These leather bags are just normal, like cloth bags, seed bags, sand bags. It's just made out of leather. But you can make so much out of leather. So I figure it's far easier just to have some hunters killing animals, because you're getting leather and you're getting food, instead of just having, those, like a ranch where your animals are vulnerable and they're not really ready to harvest for like, I don't know, a couple years, until they've reproduced enough that you have an excess. So that's all I wanted to say. I don't remember if I showed you how to do this, but I guess I'll go ahead and show it again if I have shown it. This is the uniform N on the military screen while selecting the archer group. So I guess I'll just, no, I don't want to go back. I went down to the archer group and then I hit N for uniforms, brought up this. I created a new uniform with C, and now I'm naming it with capital N. Now, I'm going to tell him to have male shirts specifically with M, iron mail, and then hit capital L for legging. I don't even remember what kind of I'm guessing it's greaves, though I guess you could just do iron leg wear and they'll grab it, because I'm not sure if it was leggings or greaves. It might have been like, it was high boots or something. No, that's not for legs, it's for boots. Yes, truly, I have no idea. It's probably greaves. Though it's probably safest to do iron leg wear, and then can't screw it up. Enter to delete. I think that's it for armor, right? Thinking so. So iron boots, gauntlets, iron legwear, helms, and iron mail shirt. I believe that is correct. So I'll see if they go ahead and suit up correctly. Thought I'd show this real quick. I forgot to set this stockpile out here to accept refuse as well as corpses and garbage and stuff. So they're bringing all the crap that was stinking up the kitchen out here. So hopefully that miasma that was filling up the whole farm area won't be so bothersome. Plus, it seems that some of that food went rotten in the storage, so I'm hoping that this also frees up some storage room, because the cook was having trouble making prepared meals because there was nowhere to store it. That's what sort of tipped me off to there was a problem, and you can clearly see those dead mushroom icons. I knew that wasn't supposed to be there. So yeah, I just activated the refuse on that stockpile and saw nearly 60 people. I had so many idlers, and it was just that's how much garbage there was that needed to go out. It's almost the end of the year. The traders are here. After they're done moving all this garbage, they're probably going to start moving that stuff to be traded, and hopefully I'll be able to get a Count, I think, is the first noble after mayor. I got plenty of wealth and everything, so I'm not sure if it's the liaison that has to. So it might be at the end of the year or only when the dwarf caravan comes. I'm not totally sure. It's been a long time since I've gotten a count. Alright, I'm gonna pause it again. Alright, the traders left. They were elven. Unfortunately, they didn't have any drinks of any kind. They were only selling wood, cloth, and some wooden armor. So I've built a second still. And I wanted to show you that the miasma problem's gone. The kitchen's nice and clean now. We watched them pull out like 20 dead badgers from that butcher, so you really need a refuse pile if you're going to be hunting. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with all the plump helmets up in the storage. I don't know why they're just sitting there in single stacks. It's occupying a lot of space. I'm hoping the second still just eats them up. Because the cook keeps having difficulty making meals. The year's almost over, and the smoothing is about 70% done. This is pretty good. I finished furnishing the barracks, both of them, and assigned the top one to the archers, and I'm just waiting for enough steel to be done to make armor for the second group, and then I'll make a second group. I've only got 16 steel bars. Slowly working through the iron bars. I had 90 some. But yeah, it's kind of a complicated process. I have to convert iron bars into pig iron, which uses fuel and flux-stone, and then pig iron into steel. Well, I'm actually not sure if pig iron actually uses flux-stone. I just know that I have to make pig iron and then pig iron into steel, and it uses a lot of fuel. So I keep having to go back and make more coke. But I assume it's going to be worth it. Steel armor and weapons sound pretty good. I'm still not sure if those archers put everything on, because there's still plenty. I see them walk in here and occasionally grab things. But there's plenty in here. And I have no idea where that steel helm came from. I think maybe one of the immigrants brought it, which is incredible. And I'm going to pause it again until I have more completed. I just wanted to start recording again and say had like a mini invasion of wild animals. I don't think they're completely gone. Yeah, they are. There's only one giant coyote left. It's a named one. The Marks dwarves and the hunters did their best fighting them off. There was 8 of them, and they killed like 6, and then the Marks dwarves ran out of bolts and started beating this one with their crossbows. It was the other named one. There was only 2 named ones, and all this blood here is like just crazy. It was fighting here for a long time, like 6 Marks dwarves just beating on this thing, and it was taking it, and then it started retreating this way, and then up this way, and then it came over here. I think it like lost a bunch of teeth at this point. Yeah. I looked at it and it had like half my screen of wounds. Like every toe was bruised and busted open and broken on both feet or all 4. I don't know. It was ridiculous. It was wounded so bad and it wasn't dying. Its spleen, all its organs pretty much were bruised or bleeding, and its skull was cracked, and it was incredible. And then it finally died over here. And it took so long that the Marks dwarves immediately like went back to their old jobs when it was over. Like, their training period had passed. I don't know where that other coyote is, but I'm not worried about one. When there was a bunch of them out here, they killed like 2 hunters before I could do anything about it. Excuse me. Yeah, so they're getting to burying him. This is the only Marks dwarf that died. Looks like he was mutilated, but that's because they didn't attack the same coyote. Like him and someone else ran off to fight different coyotes, and everybody else descended on that named one. And it looks like he caught up to his coyote and got killed, and the other one just chased the coyote around and around and around and never caught it. So that's the only reason he survived, by going off alone, because he didn't actually catch the coyote. But the smoothing's almost complete. I think all the rooms are done except for the ones I didn't set, like over here. I finally put beds in these and gave them to people, and I made these 2 offices. And I got a manager, Noble, so I could set jobs by doing JM, and then I can set larger orders than your workshops can handle normally. Like usually you can only set 10 items, but with this you can set up to 30, and you can set multiple like 30s in a row. I expanded the storage because for some reason that one was kind of like not working very well, so this new storage is doing great. I built a bunch of bins. That's what those X's are. It's starting to clean up the area more, a little more organized. All the bolts are picked up now. They're not just laying around. What is it? It's late autumn, so I assume the liaison's coming at the end of this year, which will be soon. That little alert at the bottom is the manager telling me that we finished one of our orders. I guess I can show you how this works. You queue for new order, and then you type in what you want. And then the quantity. And it won't be initiated until it's validated. So he'll walk to his office and sit down at his table and write on some papers, and then it'll go. And you can change the priorities and stuff. Like I did try to make too much steel at once and ran out of coal, so now I always put the coal order first. So that's how you do that. I made a fishery because I have a bunch of fish dwarves. I mean, like, goodness, I got 243 people. I set the population cap at 200, so I'm wondering, like, how it's up to 240. Like, I don't know, maybe I got 85 children, so maybe it goes up to 200 adults and then stops. I don't know. 85 children is kind of ridiculous. I've had a few grow into adults. They become peasants. But that's because it's been like 6 years, so I imagine those children were immigrants. I started slaughtering some of the dogs and cats because it's getting scary how many there are. And my farmer's been stung by a honeybee. I guess I don't know. I haven't played around too much with beehives, but if he's gotten stung, that probably means that there's a native hive now on the map. And from what I understand, you build some hives, you put them outside, and you tell the one hive to like be colonized or whatever, and they'll go get the native hive and put it in your hive, and then when it's ready, you can split your hive. So you'll have 2 hives, and then 3, 4, and then 8. You just keep splitting them, and then when you harvest them for honey, you actually destroy the hive. So you gotta you're gonna have to like split them a couple times, and then only harvest half and split the other half to maintain a constant. So I'll probably make like 8 hives and just be harvesting 4. I think honey is only used for beer, though. I think it makes mead. I'm not totally sure. I haven't done bees before. But I got 2 stills now, so the drinks are going up. And I think the other is prepared meals, so I just got a bunch. And my wealth is almost at 300,000, which I think is what you need for king. But I still haven't gotten count yet. It's still waiting for that liaison. So I thought it would take only a year at a time, but if it is for the dwarven liaison, then it's going to be like every other year, doubling the time we gotta wait. By then, goodness, I plan to already have this whole place smoothed and engraving this area, and I already got some elite Mark's dwarves just from killing those coyotes. And I wonder how much steel I got. I'm I'm making blocks right now. You saw when I was looking over my masons. I got blocks on repeat because I'm gonna build more fortifications outside. See, I'm down to 20 iron bars, almost 60 steel, 120 coke. That's good. So yeah, I'm gonna build a couple more bridges and some fortifications outside just to add to the complexity of the fortress. I want to put some traps up there. You know, like I've been planning since the very beginning to put Mark to work as a mechanic, make some traps. Just never really did. We basically stopped when I made that lever. It's like the panic switch shut us in here, and I'd like to have some cage traps. Try to catch some enemies, maybe some blade traps, and here's the dwarven caravan. Yeah, so I assume the liaison's going to be right here with the caravan. So I'm going to pause it and deal with that and let you know how it goes. Wow. I paused the game like 2 seconds later, boom. This is not good. Look at that. Right there along the edge of the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like 8 goblins and something there on the other one. Like it's switching between them. Giant toad. And that's in. Oh boy. I wonder if he rides the giant toad. Like a mount. So, siege time. Wonder if we got any dwarves outside. I might just pull the switch and caravan's still outside. That sucks for them. It's good. It's good that they got their own goodness, escort. They got their own escort. I don't think anybody's outside but that guy getting milk. I mean, sucks for him. I can wait for him. I suppose he's gonna grab that animal, bring it in to milk it. Just, gosh, a lot can happen in a few seconds here. I don't even know if they'll pull the switch immediately. Okay, the goblins are talking amongst themselves. What are you doing? It's a hunter. idea where that cook went. Alright, that hunter made it in. I'm gonna pull the switch. Capital P. Doesn't appear. There we go. Wait, I think somebody. Nope. Oh, infuriating. You're supposed to pull it. Oh, he gets outside just in time. Alright, we're all buttoned up. The goblins are sitting pretty, I guess. I'm gonna... Oops, wrong direction. Set a barrow up here. Alright, I wonder if I can... Yeah, maybe. Nice. Now they'll be able to just walk around up there. Believe I gotta... Should probably give somebody here a replacement. think if I do this, squads, yeah, if I set them to tower siege, I think they might come up here. But then again, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Who the hell's out here? They're dressed like Angus. What are you doing outside? Oh my god. I bet you were being a gay hunter. Oh my god, we need to open the door. This is not good. I should let Angus suffer the consequences of being stuck outside. Putting the entire hold at risk here. God damn it. Gonna smash some cats here. Boom, crushed by drawbridge. They call it atom smashing because there's nothing left when the bridge is done. First, let's get Ian inside by specifically moving them. Who's this fool? Not very important. I think I might just leave the drawbridge open and let these guys assist. they're supposed to. Looks like they're finally switching back to Mark's Dwarf. The escorts have engaged. Got one guy up in the burrow. And the game pauses to tell me a boy was born. Amazing. Okay, we got 4 dead goblins so far. No dead dwarves. The escorts are pretty tough. Another birth. It's like 90 children isn't enough. It appears the siege is over, as it isn't in the upper corner anymore. I think we may have only lost like a few animals. Those escorts did a lot of the work. I mean, the crossbowmen, sure, they did some pokes, but let's see. Looks like they're a sword dwarf. Looks like a lot of this was sword dwarves. There's a silver bolt. Oh, that one, yeah. That one got really screwed up. Steel battle axe, bronze sword, silver bolt. He was getting like shot by 3 guys. They drop here. Silver warhammer. Another silver warhammer. Iron shield. Not too bad. And I'm gonna pause it again until I got something to report. Just wanted to show you really quick that after the battle, you can see, they've had some time to figure everything out, and they're actually up there defending. I think I told them minimum 6. I only see 4, but it's better than nothing. They're up there where I told them to be. To get them down, you just change their orders from Tower Siege to their active. In this case, they shed their armor, and well, I mean, it looks like they're still wearing it, so it's fine. But I think one of them dropped their crossbow. Somebody dumped their meal too. Dropped their backpack with their food. There's their crossbow and their quiver. Well, that's how you do that. I'm gonna end this video here. I got a lot of the smoothing done. Just got this corner left. Half the steel armor's made, so I almost got that second group ready. The liaison came and went, and still no nobility thing. So this might be the last video. I might make it another one tomorrow just to finish what I started. I don't know yet, but if I don't upload another one after this one, then this is it.